Good afternoon. I'm Chad Cook, Operations Section Chief with California Incident Management Team 1, coming to you from the Dixie fire on Saturday, September the 11th. I'm going to just walk you around the fire and some stuff that's happened. As you know, we got some measurable rain on the incident yesterday, which really helped us today. Even as things started to dry out, we still had a lot of our fuels were really receptive to that little bit of moisture, and it's really helped us on the fire ground today. So I'm going to walk you around, talk to you about some stuff that's going on. And we'll start up here high. It's always easier for me to start up a little higher in the Janesville area as we've shifted some resources around to continue our patrol process. Everything above Janesville continues to look great. Yesterday, we actually drove this, got to see the work that was happening as our team transitioned in, got to see exactly what was taking place. All of this looks fantastic. It's still in a patrol status, no real visible heat other than some interior heat, nothing that is threatening the fire lines. Again, strong presence of folks that are still out here moving around in a patrol status above Janesville, from the Janesville grade all the way out into Wilson Valley, all the way out to Wilson Valley, Antelope Lake, Fruit Growers Boulevard, and around the Horn into the Westwood area and down towards Almanor, Canyon Dam into Greenville. All of this looks fantastic. Still a strong presence and a lot of mutual work going on between the west zone and the east zone, and they continue to have a high presence up in there as well. Again, a lot of diligence still out here because we know that this fire has the ability to get up and move on us, so you'll see a strong presence. As you move down from Milford to where this fire made a push last week under the red flag conditions and where it pushed out to 395, we looked at this yesterday. Everything looks real good. No visible smokes that were threatening the line. There is some visible smokes that are higher up on the escarpment that are up high, but nothing near the edge of the line, and a strong presence of firefighters once again in and around the 395 corridor, in the community, around the ranch properties. And we've shifted some of our structure groups and moved some of those fire engines up here to keep a community presence in the event that something did pop up. But you should be seeing some more black line come on the map. As you come from what we call Division Papa, right south of Milford, between there and between the Hurlong Junction area out here, up into here, this looks really good. All along this perimeter here, looks excellent. There's not a lot of heat in it. And again, when I say it looks good, I'm referring to heat and the signature of any heat that has the potential for escape. So again, I have to be careful and choose my words with you when I say what looks good, and what I mean is the potential for escape. And so again, very minimal heat signatures. Now out in the center out here, of course, we do have heat. We have some smokes that are popping up as the sun gets on it throughout the day. But again, not a lot threatening our line that can get out into some of these bellies that haven't burned, and especially outside the Walker Scar. So again, very minimal heat signatures along the outside, but we're continuing to have a presence of folks that are in here monitoring this to make sure nothing escapes. As you move down along the Beckworth complex, as you see, this got black line because this ran into the fire scar. I anticipate black line coming here. Again, very minimal heat on the perimeter, but a strong presence of firefighters to make sure nothing has the ability to escape down into this area of 395 and Hurlong, and then down towards the Doyle area. So as you move up again to Dixie Mountain, the lookout tower and the rock outcropping that's up there, we flew this morning. We flew this entire southern, I'll call it the southeasterly side of the fire. Again, very few smokes up around H68, which is one of our helispot locations, and up near the tower that's up top. It looked really good. There's a piece of hand line that comes back down into some dozer line that takes us back down into the flats, down into Dixie Valley in here and over to Coyote Hills. This looks excellent. We had a strong presence in there again. Want to make sure that we're getting this buttoned up in case we get a north wind. We have a secure hold on this. This looks really, really good. Again, very, very minimal on any heat. We're going to continue our presence in here on these smokes to make sure that we can take care of some of these heavies. One of the terms that we keep using is our heavies. We're talking stump holes, large logs, down trees and stuff that continues to smolder. That wetting rain did really good for our ground fuels, but those heavier ones continue to smoke and put off a little bit of heat, and that's what we're paying attention to. As you move down into Dixie Valley, into the Beckworth Genesee Road out to the 70, this road, you continue to see firefighters working this and some prep that was done in mastication in the event there was to have an escape here. And these lines are looking really good in the event we have like a backup plan if something were to escape. So that continues, that work continues, backhaul of equipment and supplies continues all through here. As you move out into this valley, again, you know, if you're familiar with this area and on this Beckworth-Genesee Road, you get into this valley out here that's very meadowy out here. This all looks really good. No heat signatures on our infrared that we could see, which tells us that you'll see some black line coming into this. As we get over here into this Turner Ridge area that you show all the way out here that comes out of Lake Davis and into this general area here. This area here is where we worked some aircraft today. Even with the measurable rain that we did receive, we did have some heavy fuels that were burning out in here, and we did work some aircraft in this area because it's one of our trouble spots where we do have some heat still. Granted, there's not a lot of room for escape from going this way because it's black, going this way because it's black. The lake is on the south side, but there is some ability for it to move this way, so we're paying a lot of attention and making sure that we don't have an escape on this end here. That continues again on the far eastern edge of that Turner Ridge. Around Lake Davis and up to Grizzly Ridge, this looks fantastic. We only had a few heat signatures all the way back up to the Argentine Flory Road, which drops you down into the Genesee Valley and Peel Ridge and this area in here. This looked fantastic. And again, few heat signatures, but well interior, nothing threatening our fire line. And the work that was put into this, and including the hose that still remains in the mop-up, continues to be a priority for us to check this daily and keep a presence of firefighters to make sure nothing comes out. If you're looking overall on the incident from Quincy, from anywhere in the 70 corridor, from Kronberg, Greenhorn, East Quincy, all the way out to Portola, and you look out, you'll see virtually no smoke on the incident. So again, really good sign for us that that wetting rain really helped us out a lot with the mop-up, and also just some moisture on the ground for us to limit some of the spotting potential. As you move closer to Mount Huff and up towards the Genesee Valley and the Taylorsville area, right out in here, you know this piece of line has been a concern for people for several weeks. There's an open piece of line that's in some steep, really steep, rugged country up here. We have two hotshot crews. One has inserted from the top. Another one is coming from the bottom. We have boots on the ground here, firefighters on the ground that are monitoring this. It has had no spread, and it has very limited heat signatures. We flew that today as well. No visible smoke coming off anything near the line, only interior. We're going to keep firefighters in place for several days on this line, but they've hot spotted this and put line in where they can, in and around the rocks and where it's steep, where they can actually access and where safety allows for them to get in there and do it. But they continue a presence in here, and we feel comfortable with this piece of line right now. And every single day with their presence in there and our limited heat, we feel more and more confident with that piece of line, so that we won't have to do any more work. Around Taylorsville, again, a large presence of firefighters still in and around the community. Just as long as this line has any kind of potential, you're going to see our presence in Taylorsville. All the way around, I'll call it back towards the southwest side of the incident and down into the Feather River Canyon from where the fly fire scar was, back around to Bucks Lake and out. Everything looks really good. No heat signatures on any of our infrared stuff, possibly some stuff out interior, but again, nothing threatening the line all the way back around, and you'll get that briefing from the folks that are on the west side of the incident. That's a general overview for Saturday. Again, the wetting rain was a huge benefit to all of us. California Incident Management Team 1 is back. We're back here at the incident again. We're familiar with the communities out there. We're a very open group and communicative with people. So if there's concerns and things that are going on, we're very open to them. Please get a hold of our PIO shop. And if questions, comments, things comes up, we try to communicate well with you all and let you know what's going on out there. But again, that's a general overview for Saturday that'll carry us into Sunday, and you'll see a lot of the same efforts going into tomorrow as we, again, attack any of those heat signatures that have the ability to escape the fire perimeter. So with that, have a great evening. Thank you.